back, everybody. My first guest, an Academy Award-winning actor, now starring in a new film called The World's Fastest Indian. I love this movie. It's a great movie. Okay. And already Oscar buzz. It can be seen in New York and Los Angeles through this Friday. Then it'll reopen nationwide February 3rd. Please welcome Anthony Hopkins. It's good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Thanks for coming. I know you don't like the sir, because you are Sir Anthony Hopkins. You've been knighted.
Yeah, that's what they say, yeah.
What do you prefer to be called? What do you like?
Tony.
Tony, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Hey, Tony, it's better than Anthony.
Anthony, you don't like
Anthony? Tony.
Tony's good.
It's shorter.
It is shorter.
My wife prefers Anthony, but I prefer
Anthony.
Tony.
You see, that's
Anthony's very British. But I'm an American now, so I...
That's right, you are. You're an American citizen now.
Yeah, I became an American citizen.
Well, that's interesting, because I don't know why I think of you as the quintessential sort of British guy for some reason.
Yeah.
What made you become an American citizen?
Well, I came over here about 30 years ago to California, and I loved it. And then I went back and stayed in England for a few years, worked in the theatre and all that, and I got very bored.
Yeah.
And England's a lovely place, but I wanted to come back here. And I did Silence of the Lambs, and that brought me back here. And so I've been here ever since, sort of on and off. And then about 6, 7 years ago, I came out here and I thought, well, I've got a green card, now I may as well become an American.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, what was the lure? Was it the fast food, the high crime, the traffic? I mean, what?
The earthquakes, everything. The earthquakes. No, I love California. I don't know, it's such a beautiful place, and you can do whatever you want here. I don't know what it is. It's just everything about it.
Now, what you just said, you can do whatever you want here. What is it about England that you... I'm just saying if it's the same thing I'm thinking. What is it about England you can't do?
Well, it's the no-can-do in England. It's sort of a...
Exactly.
It's well, we can't do that. Here in America, can you do that? Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
In England, say, well, we've tried that. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
But here you can do it, and you can win, and you can... and America has been... You know, very, very generous to me. Americans have been so generous. Here I am at Limey. I come all the way out here, and I've been given everything. I've been given a wonderful career, and, you know, they've given me...
But you had a wonderful career in England. I know you were voted best actor ever at the Old Vic.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice, but take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah. Well, working in the theatre is kind of restricting, and I don't really enjoy that. And because, you know, you're repeating yourself night after night after night. And I've done a lot of that. And I'm a beach bum, really. I live up in Malibu. Yeah, that's what I love. I love the sunshine and the climate and everything.
Now, what did your family do? See, most people think, well, obviously, your father must have been the Earl of such and such, or the Duchess of Winchester. No, but you have that. I think all Americans, you know, they think Robin Leach is related to the Queen of England here. You know, they do that. I mean, they think all English people, because I think it's because of the education and the way you use the language. They just assume. I mean, do you come from a blue-collar family, an upper-class family?
No, a blue-collar. My father was a baker, and yeah, my mother made him buy a shop after the war years. He worked very hard, and he worked very hard. It sort of killed him in a way, because that's all he knew was work, work, work. And I was given every opportunity by my parents, and my mother died about 2.5, 3 years ago, and she's out here just around the corner in the Forest Lawn, actually. She died about 3... Yeah, but she had a great life out here. She loved America. My father died about 20 years ago, but my mother came out here. She loved California. Yeah. All her friends were American. Yeah. And she's up in Forest Lawn. And I'm just glad she came out here and saw the best of it, and the best years of her life. She was 89 when she died. Oh, that's right. But they worked hard. Yeah. So it gave me a great appreciation of life and about my... It lets me not take my work too seriously as an actor, so I don't take it too seriously anymore. I got you. No, that's a wonderful attitude to have. Now, do you think you'd ever play Hannibal Lecter again? Is that a character you'd bring? No, I think I've done enough of Hannibal Lecter.
People love that character. Yeah,
but I think enough is enough. I think they're going to do a movie about him as a child now. That was a baby. Breastfeeding.
That would be a stretch, wouldn't it? Yeah.
How about breastfeeding Hannibal Lecter as a baby?
That could bring you back, sure.
Painful. Why did I say that?
I don't know. Welcome to America. There you go. Now, would you consider yourself a workaholic? Because you seem to be working all the time.
I do work a lot, but I'm not a workaholic. I used to be, I think, but I don't think I am anymore. My wife, Stella, she's been the inspiration behind me in doing other things. I paint and I write music, and I'm composing a music. I've got symphonic pieces in San Antonio, Symphony Orchestra next May, and a whole art exhibition. My wife has been the inspiration of this.
Okay.
Because she's told me to, you know, take life slowly, take it easy. I'm getting older, and enjoy more things, other hobbies. So I paint and I'm writing music, and I had the confirmation today that I'm going to do this concert down in San Antonio in May.
Oh, okay. Now you're driving down there, aren't you?
Probably drive down, yeah.
You don't like to fly?
No, I like flying, but I don't mind flying. I love driving.
Yeah, you like
I love driving down through Texas.
Right. Now why? Because you can go as fast as you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
I love it. Yeah, I'm not a speed freak, though. I used to be, but not anymore, no.
You used to be a speed freak?
Well, I didn't want to get into traffic school, so I've been very lucky.
Really?
So, although I've played in Fastest Indian, I'm the slowest driver on the road.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I come down PCH like that.
Do you drive like that? Do you have the old guy thing going?
Yeah, and I don't, because I don't like those flashing lights behind me, so I'm a very good law-abiding citizen.
How about people giving you the finger for driving slowly?
That's the problem.
And look, we'll take a break. More with Anthony Hopkins right after this. Welcome back. Talking with Anthony Hopkins. Now tell people about The World's Fastest Indian. I love this movie because I knew all the people involved in it, and it was very accurate. I thought it was
knew Rollie Free and people like that.
Rollie Free and Marty Dickinson and all those guys. But tell them what it's about.
Well, basically, it's about a guy called BURT MUNRO who was born in New Zealand in the beginning of the last century, and when he was 21, he bought a motorbike, the Indian motorbike, and his ambition was to race it at Bonneville, at the Salt Flats up there in Utah, and all his dreams were those, and he came here in 1960s, and he broke the world record at 201 miles an hour.
With a 1920
bike, and he built it up and souped it up, and he was a mechanical genius. I mean, this guy, that was his passion, and he was a great character, a great philosophy of life. He said, you're only here once, you know, don't take anything too seriously, just get on with your life and enjoy it. And he lived in a hut, his shed, a garden shed, that's where he lived. Working on his bike cost him his marriage and everything. But he's a wonderful character, and...
I know how that works, That's why I identify with the picture.
But he was, but he was just a great character, and this great extroverted spirit. And in 1978, he died. And my friend Roger Donaldson, who made the movie and directed it, actually directed a documentary of BURT MUNRO, so I've seen that. And his dream was to make this film, and he did it, and he asked me if I would like to do it, and I said, yeah.
Well, that's the great thing, because it's not a motorcycle movie. It's a human story about a guy.
It's like Rocky in a way.
It is a lot like that, because my wife is not, you know, into bikes the way I am, obviously, but they all identify with the story.
Did she like it, your wife?
Oh, she loved it too, yeah.
Good.
We both loved it. I thought it was just great.
It's like a Rocky story.
Yeah. Have you ridden motorcycles yourself? Do you ever have a bike?
I fell off one very badly when I was in the Army years ago. Had a very bad fall, but I did some riding on this movie,
Did you take it up to 200 yourself?
Yes, yeah. And I did all my own stunts.
Did all your own stunts, did you? Wow, that's amazing.
Why are you laughing? I did all my own stunts. You got a problem with that? They don't believe me.
Now, was it tough getting through the New Zealand accent? Because that's a unique, different kind of accent that he had.
Well, no, not really, because the Southland is different from the North, the South Island. And it sounds more Irish and Cornish than that way. So I had Bert's voice to work with from the documentary film, and it wasn't as tough as I thought it would be. And Donaldson, who knows New Zealand, although he's Australian, and I was working with New Zealand actors.
Right.
So they kept me on track.
Right.
And but the thing is not to make it too accurate, otherwise it becomes a kind of false, like a false nose.
Right.
So you just sort of paint in the accent.
Tony Hopkins, ladies and gentlemen. Be right back with Howard Mack.